Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. We're just going to be talking random stuff today, and some stuff coming from my town here, where I live. You got that idiot across the street throwing snow back into the road. Well, I got him on video, so I can easily report him again if he continues to do it. But you know what? If the snow is actually on the out and out, might as well not even do anything because, well, the police actually have to catch him and he's only out only out there for 5 minutes and then he goes back in because he knows that the police are now, or he knows that somebody's actually watching his ass to make sure he doesn't create a road hazard. Sorry, folks, but throwing snow in the road is illegal. Other than that, I finished watching Altered Carbon Season 1 again, and I watched Season 2 last week, finished that. Altered Carbon is a great flippin' show. It's an interesting take on future events, and it's basically kind of Star Wars meets Immortals, kind of meets all sorts of different stuff. No lightsabers, though, no force or anything, but it was a pretty interesting take on how people have learned to harness immortality, so to speak. But it's not free, and a body is just a sleeve, while a stack can literally hone your consciousness and whatnot. If you're super rich, you can clone yourself and be put back in the same body over and over. How you doing, Happy? Always good to see you, man. I'm just talking random stuff today. Even interested, or if you guys want to ask me anything about recent events, go right ahead. It's an open forum, basically. I mean, it's a happy day, believe it or not. I mean, we got, the snow plows and the whatnot, they came in. Well, the plows didn't, but bulldozers came in to remove a lot of the snow because today we got up into the 40s, and tomorrow we're getting up into the 40s. Plus, it's raining a lot. It's chopping down the snow, so to speak. And so far, things are going great. The weather's nice. I saw Call of the Wild, well, half of it anyway. A little over half of it anyway, because I had to respond to a family emergency and I had to leave the theater. Tomorrow I'm going to go back, see if I can actually see it for free because I had to leave unexpectedly. It's like, have to go, can't explain, bye. But yeah. But we also got this whole stupid coronavirus thing going on. Apparently there's one confirmed case in New York State, but there's other cases that have been reported before, or minutes before the official report from douchebag Governor Cuomo. That other reports in Albany and in Plattsburgh, which is actually very close to where I live, it's probably 100 miles or less. Takes about a couple hours to get there. But yeah, I'm not too fond of Plattsburgh or of having the coronavirus so close to where I live. Anywho, I'm hoping tomorrow is a better day for me. Well, I hope your day improves, buddy. Happy. I really do, because nobody deserves to go out on a low note on the days. I mean, if you really want, I got 4 people in the chat right now. Say hello. You guys can ask me any questions. We're talking just random stuff and whatnot. Oh, Orange Hat, I remember when I saw Wolverine in the theater and there was an explosion threat, so I had to leave and I got a refund. Well, I'm glad you got a refund. That was actually one movie I did like, the Wolverine. I like the Unleashed version as well. How you doing, Digital Pollution? Always a pleasure, man. So, Dig, have you seen the Altered Carbon show on Netflix? because I just finished watching season 1 again. My gosh, man, they are in some shows on Netflix, they don't hold anything back. I mean, they show sex, they show full female form and all that sort of stuff. Now, it's true that they don't show full penetration or anything like that. But my gosh, man, most of these actors and actresses, you never would have thought would have not gotten around to season 2 yet. It's actually, I did a review for it. It's a decent season. It's actually a small bit better than the first. Not as much sexual content in this one. I mean, there's only like one sexual scene in the entire second season. But other than that, it's mostly action and whatnot. And I thought it was pretty well done. The characters and whatnot were pretty well done. Anthony Mackie was great in this show. I mean, dude, he was pretty freaking boss in this show. You actually get more deeper into the lore of Envoys and the lore of Harlan's world, where Stax came from, or where Stax originated from how they process the ore and whatnot. It's pretty cool. I will say this though, who was the guy that played? I'm gonna have to look that up because it's killing me. Who played Takashi Kovacs in, or who was the original Takashi Kovacs in Altered Carbon? I'm looking that up because I can't remember his damn name. He's the Asian one, the Asian guy. I think his first name's Will. Let's see here. Takeshi Kovacs. Actors, good. Joel Kinnaman. So far. Let's see here. Takeshi Kovacs was played by Angels, yada yada. All right, let's go to Pop Sugar. I'm pretty sure. So, Orange Hat, what's the worst thing you saw on Netflix? The worst thing that I myself have seen on Netflix was from original Netflix stuff. Yes, please smack that like button. Also, I should get my banner on in case my feed or stream does have any spells I want to let people know and whatnot. The worst thing that I saw on Netflix, like a Netflix original, was that Dracula one. I mean, yes, it was a decent take, but I was not really liking the premise of it. Dracula was heterosexual, but they made him bisexual, which was kind of stupid. They did the whole gender swapping of Van Helsing, which was also very stupid. I did not like how I've read Bram Stoker's Dracula. I have read that book. I like that book. That is one of the best books I have read in a while, not written. I didn't like the thing to Dracula of the female Van Helsing. I didn't like it either, man. They said that basically based off of the novel, that is what they put in the 3 different episodes. Based off the novel based off of the novel Bram Stoker's Dracula. And it's like, if this is based on the novel, it is a poor representation of the novel, because you're not telling the novel story here. You really aren't. Now, if they would have said based off of the characters or inspired by the characters and the Bram Stoker, or of Bram Stoker's Dracula, would have not had a problem. Would not have had a problem. But they said that the story was based off of the book, Bram Stoker's Dracula. So objectively, it was crap. Your story did not fall into line as it should have. Now, was it a different and interesting take? I will say this. Yes, it was. I will give credit where credit is due. It was a different take. That being said, I like the actor who played Dracula. I just wish the actor was in a better adaptation. Yes, the guy who played Dracula was interesting. But me, I am always going to be partial to the Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, and Anthony Hopkins Bram Stoker's Dracula, because that was actually as close to the novel as you can get. They were taking literal huge passages out of the novel, the logs from the Demeter. They were taking the notes from Jonathan Harker, the letters, the journals from all the characters, and they had them taken from the script into the movie. And it was great, and it was well done, and all of that. Now, yes, they changed a couple things here and there, but it still was good. But other than that, that was probably the worst thing I've seen. That was a Netflix original. But I have seen some other truly crazy stuff on Netflix when I was catching up on the Arrowverse with Legends of Tomorrow. I'm not even going to watch this new one. My favorite Dracula is still Bela Lugosi's. I have not honestly seen the original. Reeves was terrible in that movie. Yes, I will admit he was terrible in that movie. But I still think that that movie altogether was a good and very accurate take of the movie, or of the book, the novel. I would like to see Count Orlok the vampire from the 1922 film get his own movie that isn't connected to Dracula. I think Orlok was also in Dracula Untold. Dracula Untold was actually another good vampire movie that was based off the legend of Dracula. Luke Evans did a very cool take. The army that he was a part of, the Janissary Corps, they actually put some historically accurate things depicted in. Oh, we got the siren going off. Somebody slid on ice. Hello guys, how you doing, Junebug? Always good to see you, man. And yeah, film get his own movie that isn't connected to Dracula. Well, if Count Orlok is the one that actually turns Dracula, that would actually be an issue. Oh, you're talking about Nosferatu, aren't you? I think you might be referencing Nosferatu. Let me ask, what's her name? Alexa, what year did the film Nosferatu come out?
The film Nosferatu was released about 91 years ago on June 3rd, 1929.
Nope, that wasn't it. All right, 29. But yeah, when it comes to vampire movies, I like the movies that are done right. Now, I can't remember the army itself, but one of the best lines that was from Dracula Untold was when the vampire was talking to Count Dracula, or Luke Evans' character Dracula, or Dracula, where he had to, or Vlad Tepes, Vlad, that's right, Vladimir. Anyway, I also said happy day to you. Oh, really? Good job. But yeah, one of the things is, he's like, and when you laid or killed them, what, or how many people did you kill? Hundreds? And Charles Dance is a magnificent actor, man. This guy, he really can play a good character if he has the right people behind him and creates the right characters. I have not seen Charles Dance play a bad character. I honestly haven't. Alexa was wrong. Nosferatu came out in...
Everything seems to be working. If something looks wrong, you can use the Alexa app to submit feedback.
Oops. Came out in 1922. I'll have to look it up, man. But yeah, I think we might be talking about the two different films, because the Nosferatu one that I am talking about is the silent film. But back to Charles Dance and his wonderful acting skills. This dude, when he was playing that vampire, and he's like, or he goads Dracula or Vlad into talking about how many people he killed. He's like, hundreds, and he's like, yes. And then he just grabs him by the throat, throws him up against the wall. Lie to me again, and I'll slit you open from your groin or your belly to your neck and feast on your entrails, or some shit like that. It's like, damn, man. He's like, thousands. And when you killed them, what did you feel? Pain, horror. And then, answer me. And he's like, nothing. I felt nothing. Vlad told him flat out, he felt nothing. But by killing all those people, he spared so many more. By laying one town to the stake, he spared 10 more. Sometimes the world doesn't need a hero. What it needs is a monster. And that is something that can actually... Do not take this in the wrong way, folks. That is something that can actually be applied today. But in some ways, you don't need a person that is doing absolute evil. But in some ways, you have to understand that sometimes bad things are necessary. Because yes, people do bad things, and if they're done for the right reasons, well, they're necessary. If they're done for the wrong reasons, they're not, and they are indeed evil. I want to see Dolph Lundgren play Van Helsing in the Dark Universe, but that won't happen. Hey, man, don't ever say never say never, especially when it comes to the Dark Universe. Apparently, there's a rumor going around that the movie, or the Invisible woke version of the Invisible Man, might be the new kickoff to the Dark series. And I hope that they do some, or I want to see a modern day Creature of the Black Lagoon. I really do. I want to see a modern day version of that. Is that the one with Klaus Kinski? I do not know, folks, but again, Digital is playing, or is talking to Happy. But yeah. And speaking of which, when it came to the whole, when Vlad said that sometimes the world doesn't need a hero, what it needs is a monster. I absolutely, or this was back during like 2015, 2016, and it was during the election time, and I'm basically, how you doing, ABC? All hail ABC, man. This dude is such a freaking meme lord. This dude comes up with some of the best freaking memes, and you know what? I give him permission to use my face on memes all the time. However, just don't go to the overtly sexual stuff, ABC, because, like I said, my accuser is still out there lurking and stalking. But yeah, this dude does some great freaking memes on Twitter, and he does put a smile on my face when he does that shit. But yeah, there's also, let's see here. I want to give a big shout out to Odin's Movie Blog. But back to the Takeshi Kovacs thing. Who was the guy that played Takeshi Kovacs in Altered Carbon? Jesus, man, get to the frickin' 30 years. I don't care about all that shit. Joel Kinnaman was the guy that was the main character for the first scene. Let's see here. Season 1 goes into flashbacks, and these flashbacks. Will Yun Lee. That's who I thought it was. Will Yun Lee. He played in movies, or I've seen him play in several movies. One movie that bite my head off, guys. I actually didn't mind the extended edition of Elektra, the movie or the standalone that had Jennifer Garner. It was an interesting Mystic take, and honestly, I liked it. It was decent, in my opinion. Now, it also did have heavily flawed special effects, but I thought it was a very well done movie. Especially with, you can't go wrong with Terrence Stamp, man. When he plays a blind freaking warrior that can kick the shit out of you, he does a good freaking job at it. Checking Discord right now. Oh. Crap. There's another giveaway going on Odin's Discord. Interesting. Surprised nobody's responded to that. All right. Odin's giveaways. One of my favorites today. Yep. Oh, okay. So I thought somebody had already talked about something else. Anywho. I heard from the grapevine that Ian McDiarmid actually. How you doing, Tobian? Ian McDiarmid actually responds to what he thought of Palpatine being a clone. I caught a little bit of Star Wars Theory's live video on that. I didn't catch it all because it then got a little bit busy. But I am curious to think or to wonder. I hope that Bounding into Comics does a video on it or does a article, because I'd love to hear it and whatnot, because I really would like to know what his take was, what his personal feelings were coming back as the Emperor, even though he talked to George Lucas and was told flat out, yeah, Palpatine died. I mean, this whole business about him being a clone, it's pulled straight out from, it is pulled straight out from the Dark Empire comic books and whatnot. I never thought the Emperor died that way in Return of the Jedi. That's just my theory. Thing is, he did die. He was atomized. He was put into an energy core of the Death Star, which is, or with energy output like that, it is beyond human tolerances. I don't care how strong you are in the Force. Oh, a tasty jar of pickled Snoke's chomp. Yeah, Happy. I actually saw that, or when I saw all those little, the baby Snoke body with an adult Snoke head, that was just fucking creepy. I'm sorry, but that was creepy. And whatnot. But yeah, dude, I'm sorry. You can't, I don't care how strong you are. You do not get you cannot reconstitute yourself from atoms with the Force if your body is destroyed and it's just your spirit. The only person I have known in the Star Wars universe to have done anything close to that was Vitiate. I mean, Darth Vitiate, the true immortal Sith Emperor, also known as Tenebrae, also known as Valkorion, he was the most powerful Sith in my opinion. Now, regardless of what everybody says, oh, Palpatine's the most powerful in the canon. Bitch, please, this Disney canon crap isn't canon in my opinion. And also, they never truly expanded on how powerful Valkorion was. This dude was literally a disembodied Force presence that that survived death. And he was possessing hundreds of people on the planet Ziost, and then just on a whim wipes out the planet, turns it into a husk. Never saw Palpatine do anything like that. Now everybody's like, well, Palpatine can create black holes or wormholes or whatever. You know what? I've never saw it. I was unaware of anything of that happening. Now, not to say that it didn't. It probably did. How you doing, Soul Assassin? Got to give it up to the ancient Sith Lords. They knew real power. You are damn right, Soul Assassin. Thank you, man. Holy crap, folks. Give Soul Assassin a freaking applause, man. That dude just basically, he drops a lot of freaking wisdom in my streams, folks, and he is very good at it. So, with that being said, oh, Digital Pollution. Have you seen the movie The Accountant? Because I am looking for a panel of people on Friday, my time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard PM. I already got Lethal Lightning, Mara Jade, and Moira and Annihilus coming on, and I need one more person. So if anybody who has seen The Accountant with Ben Affleck, please let me know. I would love to have you on my stream where we are going to be talking John Wick versus The Accountant, who would win. And so far, we do got Lethal Lightning. He's going to be coming on the channel that night. It's going to be midday for him the next day. We got Mara Jade, or from Jade Shadow. We got Annihilus. He's a smaller YouTube channel like mine. We also have Moira Kitty. Everybody knows Moira. She's an awesome YouTuber. She talks real life shit. She talks other sorts of shit too. She's a great YouTuber, folks. So much love to Moira. But yeah, if you got anybody who has seen The Accountant, please let me know. And if you want, at 9 p.m. Friday night, Eastern Standard Time, if you want to be on to talk about John Wick versus The Accountant, I will let you come on. You will basically be completing a full panel. And we're going to be probably talk about a couple other things, but that will be the main focus. We're going to be talking John Wick movies because, let's face it, he has more movies than The Accountant. I would have liked to have seen a sequel to The Accountant because, face it, that was a very interesting concept of a movie, The Accountant. I wouldn't mind seeing a remake of The Lost World by the book by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Man, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, dude. ACD, dude. That man was a very gifted writer. Say what you want. Sherlock Holmes was one of my biggest inspirations growing up. It's why I am so good at observing things, why I am very observant. I mean, true story. When I was visiting a friend in New York City, he had a girlfriend whose knees, or she liked to wear shorts and whatnot. And I noticed her knees were scraped, and he told me that she came from, I think it was, God damn it, I can't remember. But that place was rocked by an earthquake back way when, and I noticed her knees were very scarred. And I'm like, you played a lot on the ground on your knees, a lot when you were living back home, weren't you? She's like, yeah, how did you know? Well, your knees tell the story. And she's like, huh, cool. John Wick recruits the accountant to go after Jason Bourne. Dude, Jason Bourne, we might, Soul Assassin, god damn it, dude. Now I'm actually going to bring in the Jason Bourne thing. I will actually bring in the Jason Bourne into the John Wick versus the accountant thing. I do not remember the Lost World show, sadly. But yeah, Digital Pollution. Did you answer whether or not you saw it? So Digital Pollution. If you have seen The Accountant, would you like to come on to the live stream? Would you like to come on to it 9 p.m. Eastern Standard American Time? Because, like I said, folks, I would love this to be a full panel of 6 people. Myself plus 5 others. and mute. And I'm back. Orange Hat Reviews. I thought that story was going somewhere else. Which story, Toby? And sorry, I was kind of frozen. And Moira's live right now, cleaning the interior of the car and a few things. Doctor Who. I don't care about Doctor Who. Who can we say, or what can we say about Orange Hat? Great, funny YouTuber, never takes off the hat. What is this? What is this? A good eulogy? Thanks, man. Oh my gosh. Dude, you definitely know how to brighten a man's day. But yeah, when it comes, Soul Assassin, god damn it, dude. Thank you again. Like I said, thank you again. Hopefully, or chances are it's going to mute again. The story about the girlfriend with scrapes on her knees. That was my friend's girlfriend, but yeah, I basically said to them, it's like, you had an active childhood, didn't you? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, your knees are scraped, probably from how you used to play outside a lot on your knees. And she's like, how the hell did you know that? Hey, G-Fan, how you doing? Good to see you, man. How you been? But yeah, his girlfriend is no longer the same girlfriend, by the way. She's with somebody else and whatnot. Yeah, that's one thing I like to do is look at the unsolved murders and try to Sherlock Holmes the case by watching documentaries about them. Yeah. But yeah, so Digital, if you want to be a part of the Friday night live stream, let me know. I think you're on Twitter, so hit me up on Twitter DMs to let me know if you want to be a part of it, or just say yes in here that if you want to be a part of it, because we're going to be talking about John Wick versus the Accountant, and then we're going to do John Wick versus the Accountant versus Jason Bourne, have a freaking free-for-all with all three of them. That would be interesting. So yes, folks, thank you, Soul Assassin. You just improved it. You just basically improved the damn live stream before the live stream even happened. Ugh. Oh yeah, speaking, we're not going to be talking about that crap. Speaking of fucking crap right now, folks, I don't know if many of you know this, but my middle name is Clifford, and one of the things that I loved back when I was growing up was Clifford the Big Red Dog. And I just found out that they're rebooting it, and that the mother of the kid is going to be a lesbian instead of a heterosexual woman. And it's like, why the fuck are you pushing kids shit or pushing this LGBTQ agenda on kids again? Oh, when are they going to stop, folks? Honestly, when are they going to stop? Like, I noticed something on the JonBenet Ramsey case that seems that none of the investigators have put it out, but Sherlock Holmes in the case. Yeah, J-Fan, they're woking the hell out of frickin' Clifford the Big Red Dog. Why are they doing this shit, man? Leave Clifford alone. That's my big frickin' red bone coonhound. You do not touch that damn dog. If you do, man, you're going straight to hell. That's an abomination of what you are doing. And it's not because the woman is a lesbian. It is because you are taking a classic and you are perverting it for political reasons. They will never stop. If money doesn't get them to stop, I'm out of ideas. Why do I always wonder about how big Clifford the Big Red Dog poo? Emily Living Dead. Good. A big fertilizer company on Birdwell Island. Dude, Joan Bug. Oh my gosh, folks. I'm highlighting that because that's just so freaking funny. What I always wondered about how big is Clifford's poop. Oh my. And who says smaller channels can't? Oh my God. We get some great stuff here, folks. Everybody, or you can see all the funny stuff on Geeks and Gamers, big live streams and whatnot. But oh my gosh, Dude, yes. We can get them on the smaller channels too, like mine. I'm just a humble YouTuber, folks. Yes, Soul Assassin. There you go. I mean, they did it with Arthur, for crying out loud. They had the gay marriage on Arthur, and it's like, why does this, how is this, seriously, why is this important, you know? Why is this an actual important thing when it comes to the comics or to teaching kids life lessons? I mean, I'm going to go there again, folks. When I saw episode 9 in theaters and they had lesbian kiss, I saw a 4-year-old girl that was sitting a little bit of ways away with her mom. It was like, Mommy, why is that woman kissing another woman? And I looked just in time to see that woman squirming in her seat because she had to now have that kind of talk with her 4-year-old. Needless to say, she was not happy she had to talk, or she had to have that talk. But yeah, folks, it is getting nuts. So yeah, William Lee, great actor. He was in Hawaii Five-0, Elektra. Thought he played a good job as Kazuri. Emily Elizabeth's dad could be a millionaire just by selling dog's crap. The only reason I bring that up as I volunteered once to read books to kids at the library, and one of the kids asked that. When I was young, the only questionable thing was the purple Teletubby. Dude, all of those fucking Teletubbies were questionable. Any other movies that are coming out that look good? Honestly, Mulan does look decent. However, I am not happy that their marketing is turning me off of it, because they just basically said that the Me Too movement, or Me Too movement's influence, has reached that movie. Not looking forward to watching a movie that has influence from the Me Too movement. I don't like the Me Too movement, folks. I think that the Me Too movement, while they started with good intentions, has been poisoned into a very evil movement. Mulan is one of those movies that I've decided that if somebody wants to take me to the theater and see it, I'm going to see it, but I am not going to buy the ticket. Dude, trust me, if I could do the same thing, I would. I'd say Top Gun 2 is looking good. Yes, Top Gun 2, obviously Godzilla versus Kong. Tenet, from Nolan, is looking good. I'm seeing a couple movies here and there that are looking decent, but I'm definitely wanting to see Top Gun 2. That is my Top Gun 2, but my big one for this year is Godzilla vs. Kong. And yes, I did just fart right now. Excuse me. Modern day views won't last 5 minutes in the ancient world. You're damn right, Soul Assassin. You are damn right, man. I wouldn't mind seeing a remake of Quatermass. Never heard of it, to be honest. One of the guys on my panel is looking forward to Top Gun 2. Yeah. One of the coolest things from Top Gun 1 was when they frickin' beat Jester by breaking the rules and going below the hard deck. He's like, hard deck or not, we nailed that son of a bitch. And they're like, yeah. Maverick. Frickin' Viper wants to see you in his office now. And oh my god, and then he does the circus stunt flyby and all that shit. Dude, frickin' Maverick was awesome. Yeah. Quatermass and the Pit. Never heard of it, man. Honestly, never heard of it. Quatermass movies was about a rocket scientist who would usually have to save the world from aliens. Interesting. Last time I heard or saw a movie that had anything to do with rockets. I know rocket science is different, but I actually just recently rewatched The Rocketeer. Great movie. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get that shit done. Hold on. Yes, I will take care of it. Thank you. Close the door, please. No, not to get on. Anywho, hey, where was I? Right, Top Gun 2. What would you rather see be remade, Super Mario or Terminator? Neither. Super Mario because it's just god awful, and Terminator because the first one was good enough, and so was the second one. I actually got into I'm actually in a group called Fans of the Terminator Franchises on Facebook, and I shared the Bounding into Comics thing from Tim Miller the other day. I actually would love to see a horror movie take on the War of the Worlds, have George Romero's original version on the screen. He was originally going to direct a War of the Worlds movie in 1985. Dude, I'm not old enough to remember the War of the Worlds radio broadcast but I do remember hearing that it caused a panic because they actually thought it was real. A Mario movie where he's the Terminator. There you go, Soul Assassin. But yeah, folks, we've been going for 42 minutes. Not bad. Yep. But yeah, we were talking on Terminator franchise and whatnot, and every time I post something on that in that group, they mute the comments or they turn off the comments to my posts because they know that there's going to be controversial argument and this and that. And I told them, it's like, you know what? If you're going to keep muting my posts, might as well going to call you guys out as tyrants, because the thing is, you're not allowing healthy debate to form. How are you going to allow controversial debate and to happen and then have a healthy discourse that could possibly end up having or finding some common ground? That is how people have to learn to agree to disagree again, folks. Once humanity learns to do that again, we will all be a better species because of it. I would love to see Ralph Bakshi's original vision of Cool World that got murdered by studio executives. That movie was seriously twisted in some ways, man. I mean, that dude had sex with a fucking cartoon character. Or was about to. Wait, didn't they? Yeah. George Romero was War of the Worlds. He wanted Charlton Heston, Tatum O'Neal, Kirk Douglas, Walter Matthau, Olivia Newton-John, James Stewart, and Pink Floyd to do the entire instrumental soundtrack. Jeez, man. Walter Matthau is another great actor. I mean, the Grumpy and Grumpier Old Men, plus the Dennis the Menace movie. They should... I don't want them to... Yeah, I haven't seen Cool World in years either, man. I mean, last time I saw Cool World, I was a kid. So I'm definitely going to have to look that up sometime just to watch it. I remember how... I remember there was a Super Nintendo game for Cool World, which was interesting, but I could never get past the first part of it. It was just fucking weird. I mean, it's fucking weird. Oh my gosh. Now I got Hellsing Ultimate Abridged on my mind, and guess what, folks? It also has to do with Sonic the Hedgehog. Everybody, or would you all in the chat, did you guys see Sonic the Hedgehog? Let me know what you thought. So we're going to talk about this thing from Hellsing Ultimate Abridged from Team 4-Star, great channel. You guys should check them out. They lost a bunch of freaking subs, if I remember correctly. They lost a shit ton of subs, folks, because they're no longer continuing the Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which sucks, but you know what? I'm staying subscribed to them because they need all the support they can get. I like Sonic. I like the fact that it's a tribute to the Sonics and 3D Sonic movies. Yeah. Super Mario Nader. It's a me, I'll be back. Yeah. The Odd Couple, great movies. Yes, they were, man. Holly from Cool World is hotter than Jessica Rabbit. Thing is, dude, I'd actually agree with you there. But also, freaking Kate Beckinsale is also a freaking hot woman back then too, dude. Cannot remember the movie that she was in, but man, she was getting hot and heavy with a dude in a freaking alley in the middle of a rainstorm. Let's just say that was a movie that when I was a kid, or when I was a teenager, I was watching that a lot at night. Anyhow, like, honestly, it's a cute movie. I will say that. Junebug Films, Super Mario Brothers movie, it was a cute movie. I will admit that. I actually liked it when I was a kid. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I liked it, to be honest. But yeah, going back to Team 4-Star's Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, there's a scene where there's a vampire who's called Zoran Blitz. She can fuck with people's heads and all. And she tries fooling one of the French mercs. And she tries playing tricks on him, like having a little girl saying, "Daddy's home." And he's like, "You're not my daughter." "What do you mean? Of course I am." No, I had a vasectomy right out of high school." "Well, then I'm your niece." "No, I'm an only child." Then it shifts to freaking Sonic the Hedgehog with a freaking censored out 12-inch erection, and he starts getting very ornery and not ornery, but excited and whatnot. He's like, "I've been waiting for you, Miller." And he goes and hugs the fucking hedgehog. And that's when Zoran just kills him with her scythe. He's like, "So does anybody want to talk about what we just seen?" "Yeah, I believe that was Sonic the Hedgehog from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise." "Okay, but why did it have a 12-inch erection?" "Their fan base is diverse." "You mean it's fucking weird?" "It's a matter of perspective, really." Oh my god, they should have named that fucking episode Perspective, because every other line in that freaking episode is like, "It's a matter of perspective," or "It's a matter of perspective, really," or one of the two. Are there any video game series you want to see adapted into live action movie? Oh, jeez, why not Contra? I mean, seriously, fuck it, Contra, man. A good Resident Evil movie. Dude, I got something on the bottom of my foot. Yeah, that didn't feel too good. Anywho, Kate Beckinsale and Megan Fox. Kate Beckinsale, hot as fuck. Megan Fox, hot but dumb. I mean, the woman is a freaking raven-haired goddess in looks, but she is as dumb as a goddamn 21-year-old blonde. Thinking that freaking plants have feelings and shit. Oy. Anywho, Kamen Rider, good to see you, man. But yes, back to your original question, Kamen Rider. I just noticed that it was you who asked it. I'd like to see Punch-Out made into a freaking movie. I mean, yeah, Rocky is kind of Punch-Out or is kind of what they went with, but damn, dude, I'd actually like to see a Punch-Out movie. Why not? But also, what other movies? I'm thinking of movies that are, or games that are from like Nintendo and Super Nintendo, man. Maybe even Virtual Fighter. I mean, that was a pretty good game. Probably do Tekken is good as an animated movie I mean, I actually saw the animated Tekken movie with the damn robot dude, Gunjack. So a guy goes to punch him, and then they show the X-ray, and it just shows the dude's arm, his bone structure just shatter. Deus Ex movie would be cool. Metroid, dude, they should do a Metroid, but don't fucking make it woke. because all the Metroid women are, or all the Metroid characters are women. And they should make it, but just don't fucking make it woke. Because that's what they've been doing lately with all these strong female characters. No, man. You aren't making strong female characters. You're making fucking weak-ass female characters, and that's why people are pissed. I mean, let's face it, folks. The reason why all these movies like Terminator, Dark Fate, Charlie's Angels, Captain Marvel, they weren't strong female characters. They were weak as fuck. And that is why we didn't like them. You didn't make them strong. You made them weak. You made them what everybody thought is strong. And you failed miserably doing it. So we've been going for 51 minutes. Any other questions from the gallery of the chat, the Orange Hat Rogues gallery, so to speak? You know what? I should I'll just call my chat section the Rogues gallery. I like to destroy all humans movie. You know what? You're absolutely right. Let's do it. Frickin' happy. Strong characters weakly written. You're damn right, Digital Pollution. Keira Knightley as Seamus. Huh. That is interesting. A very interesting idea. I'd like an Irish actress to do it, because I believe Seamus is Irish. And I am getting a text from a very special person. Hello, folks. I'm back. Is a classically trained actress, so I'm pretty sure she can do an Irish accent. Nobody can do an Irish accent, dude. To be honest, our accents do not exist in Ireland nor Scotland. Well, goodbye, Orange Hat. I'm gonna go bawl my eyes out now. I'm sorry, June Buck. I'm so sorry, but yeah, folks. If you really want to get down to it, there's no such thing as an accent in Ireland or Scotland. What you have are brogues or brogues. If you have an Irish accent, it's more, or they call it an Irish brogue or a Scottish brogue. Interesting little thing for you. People on Twitter, especially Brie Larson bot fans, want to claim Gal Gadot are BFFs just because Gal and Brie posted a picture together on Instagram. I'm like, no, they're not friends, just a picture. Here's the thing, Jay God. I actually did do that in my last live stream. Or I touched on that. And one of the things is I said, if they're friends, that is absolutely fine. I have no problem with them being friends. And before anybody decides to rip my head off for saying that, because everybody knows I do not like Brie Larson, I detest the woman, listen to why I say that. It is because Gal Gadot is her own person. Who she decides to associate or hang out with her business. I do not do the whole guilt by association thing, nor will I, because honestly, it is a toxic practice in itself. And I am going to create a makeshift seat. Ha! So I can rest my back. Lots of pillows, folks. Lots of pillows. That is the key to a healthy... one more pillow. And it's my Easy Rest one. Oh, so much better. But yeah, one of the things that another thing about the Brie Larson is that Stanley likes her, and I mean Stan Lee, as in Ford Fairlane's reference. Stanley, yeah. Yeah. Thing is, dude, celebs are not real people anyway. Whoa. They're not real people anyway, and don't understand why people care to talk about them. Truth is, digital pollution, they are real people. It's just that they've lost their reality, or they've lost the reality card, so to speak. God bless the person who created pillows. You damn right, Soul Assassin. Let me get that up there. But yeah, folks, the thing is, Brie Larson, before she opened her damn mouth, I had no problem with her. But then she started saying all those racist and sexist bullshit things. I don't like it. I don't like that stuff. That's not how you inspire people. That's not how you tend to create goodness and unity. And it's really sad that people actually like her. It's like, do you know the kind of stuff she does? I mean, yeah, she's a talented actress in her own right. I mean, she did win a freaking Oscar or whatever, or Emmy or whatever, for Room, but yeah. They're out of touch with real people. They live in a bubble. You're damn right, digital pollution. There who are indeed like that. And there are some who are not. Look at James Woods. Look at Dean Cain and whatnot. Those are actual actors. Two of them who most people consider B-list actors, even though I thought James Woods was a very good actor and a great freaking... No, he was actually a great actor. I follow him on Twitter, and yes, he's gotten more political nowadays, but you know what? He also does say some funny shit sometimes. How you doing, Brian? We're just covering some random stuff here and there. Oh, what did we talk about? Oh, Brian, have you seen The Accountant? Speaking of which, I'm going to go onto Twitter. And I have 8 notifications on Twitter. I heard Anna, that Star Wars girl, got put into Facebook jail or Twitter jail. Not sure. The Accountant is a movie with Ben Affleck. He is an autistic assassin. Yeah, how's it going, dude? Jack the Old Pirate is following me. It's just another political follower. Jeez. Well, I have been getting a little political. It is a frickin' election year after. Mind what people do, not always what they say, for deeds will betray a lie. Not a lot of people are actually liking that tweet. That's actually a tweet that, hey, Jazz, that sounds cool. Yes, it is, Brian. So if you see it before Friday and you want to join the John Wick versus the Accountant live stream, I'll be happy to have you. Orange Hat, you have asked Multi-Minded Scotty to join you in the account. Have I? No, I haven't. But if he has seen The Accountant and all 3 John Wick movies, that is the requirement needed to join this, to join the stream debate, because we're going to be delving into a lot of the background into these characters and whatnot. And, oh, thank you to whoever did it. Thank you, Soul Assassin. I can always count on you to share my stuff, dude. You are a freaking awesome dude. Gal Gadot will always be a better woman than Brie Larson, regardless. True, very true. But here's the thing, folks, and I want you all to listen very closely. If there is a time that Gal Gadot does start spewing woke garbage from her lips, I do not want you to hate her. I do not want you to say that she has joined the woke brigade. What I want you to do is use your brains. I am not insulting you right now. I am simply making a statement. Use your brains and think. Does she mean what she is saying? Is it possible that the studio execs of Hollywood have gotten to her and said that you might not work if you continue to, or if you do not toe the line? And also, I want you to keep an open mind about Brie Larson. Now, yes, I have said numerous times, as you all can attest, I do not like the woman. She has not given me a reason. Yes, you'll hate who you damn well please. That is awesome, Brian. But I would ask, I would not demand, I would ask that you not hate her. She'll never say anything woke at all. I know her and I follow her, and she is always humble. You're damn right, J God. She is a humble woman. I mean, I liked her in the Fast and Furious. That's how I was actually introduced to Gal Gadot. I saw her first in Fast and Furious, the 4th movie, in regards of make. But then I saw her in 5 and then 6, and sadly she died in 6. But hey, if they're fucking bringing Han back, they might as well bring her back. I mean, shit, she could have survived for all we know. Brian, you go for the, or you forgot the very much. Yeah, true, dude. Even if they're towing the line with the political talk, actors gotta watch out, or they'll lose their fans. Exactly, and that's why there are some actors who won't talk politics, like Robert Downey Jr. He doesn't talk politics, even though he is associated with the Republican Party. But you know what? That shouldn't matter. He doesn't talk politics. Now, then you got the ones like Chris Evans, who is such a freaking political activist that he's also a freaking thin-skinned pussy, in my opinion. Yeah, if I was monetized, I would have automatically been demonetized for that one statement. Chris Evans is a fucking thin-skinned pussy. And you want to know why I say he is a thin-skinned pussy? Because he had me freaking kicked off of Twitter for 12 hours because I said he went full retard over the whole Tom Brady thing. Chris Evans is such a pathetic excuse for a human. He cannot be friends with anybody who has an opposing opinion than him. And that's why they should just shut the fuck up. Exactly, Digital Pollution. They should just shut the fuck up. No, it wasn't very much, just thank you. Oh my gosh. Scarlett Johansson doesn't talk politics even though she's a liberal, but she gets under pressure to say some things. Thing is, dude, I don't care what her shit is. Grab her by the Chris Evans. There you go, man. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was good. Grab her by the Chris Evans. But if you really, oh, dude, I could get into some politics, but I won't. I don't really want to get into politics. I did get into politics on my last stream and kind of ended it on a political term. But yeah, dude. StreamYard would work on my phone because I would love to collab with people. Well, Junebug, talk to Brian. Yeah, talk to Brian. He might be able to help you. Brian, help Junebug, please. I had somewhat of a crush on Brie Larson. I have a thing for blondes. Oh, so you're Bill. Gotcha. Well, Kamen Rider, or the mystery is solved, folks. Kamen Rider is Bill from Kill Bill. He was a fool for blondes, and he would suck his thumb obscenely. And it's like, oh my gosh, dude. You got Android? Junebug, Brian is talking to you with the whole Android thing. Yes, please help Junebug because he needs a campaign. He needs a campaign on himself to get an assistant job to the new Bob at Walt Disney. Shit. My bad. No, dude. You're all right, Kamen Rider. There's nothing wrong with liking blondes. Dude, I had to think for blondes when I was younger. Blonde hair, big boobs, that was my thing. Nowadays, I'm older. I have different preferences. Catherine Winnick is a blonde. She is way hotter than Brie Larson. Hey guys, don't pick on Kamen Rider just because he had a thing or he has a crush on her. You can have a crush on whoever you want. Because the thing is, Brie Larson does have an attraction factor of about 7, in my opinion. Yes, she has a physical attraction factor that I will actually give about a 7. Because the truth is, I'm not going to bullshit. She is a terrible, shitty person, of course. But she is attractive, visually attractive. There's no shame in that crush, Kamen. I had a crush on Jennifer Lawrence with the Hunger Games until she complained about the environment. All you need to do is put your browser in desktop mode. Exactly. And again, I would not be able to do live streams if it wasn't for Brian pointing that out to me. It's like, son of a bitch. So I turned on my freaking Kindle. I went to, and I was like, do I have that kind of thing? And I'm like, holy shit, I do. So yeah, if it wasn't for Brian, the Observer, folks, I wouldn't be doing live streams. I honestly wouldn't. Because he's the one that actually got me to, or helped me learn how to do that, even though it was staring me right in the face for all that time. Brie Larson is very attractive on the outside, but on the inside, she is ugly. Indeed, J God. You're absolutely right. All right, I'll test her out and see what happens. Thanks, man. Thanks, Brian. You are absolutely, or Brian, say you're welcome. I'm sorry, folks. I am a little hyper right now. I haven't heard of Jennifer Lawrence in a while. Last thing I saw Jennifer Lawrence in was Dark Phoenix. And yes, I actually did get that movie because my curiosity overwhelmed me. And I don't regret watching it. I just wish I could neuralize myself. Because the truth is, folks, that movie was not good. Entertainment value, sure, but it wasn't good. It was a bad movie, but it was entertaining to watch. In some ways. I mean, seeing Nightcrawler go dark side was pretty cool. Olivia Moon for days, folks. Yeah. I mean, hey, dude, this is this is a not for kids live stream, so I'm going to say it. Just like fucking Buck from Deadpool. I did that. Yes, folks, I can do all sorts of frickin' voice impersonations. I can do Georgia Brooks. I can do Hal. I can do Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I can do Jar Jar Binks. I can do the Joker. You want to know how I got these scars? Well, my father was a drinker and a fiend. And one night, he goes off crazier than usual. Mommy gets the kitchen knife to defend herself. He doesn't like that. Not one bit. So, me watching, he takes the knife to her, and he says, "Why so serious?" He comes at me with the knife. "Why so serious?" puts the knife in my mouth. Let's put a smile on that face. And why so serious? Amber Heard is a blonde. But she is a disgusting human being, a lying abuser, and she gets a hard pass. Damn right she does. But here's the thing, folks. If you guys want to see what she looks like underneath the clothes, I have seen what she looks like underneath the clothes. This woman reeks of desperation so much that 3 years ago, 2017, she made a video where she wanted Johnny Depp back so much that she did a kind of sexy nude video. I have seen it, folks. She's not that bad looking, and she shaves. Yeah, she has a hotness factor body-wise, but I still wouldn't tap that bitch. Heath Ledger is indeed a legend, Jay God. Thank you very much. I mean, I could do all sorts of frickin' impersonations, folks. And yes, I have been known to do a disgusting socialist voice myself. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna frickin' get Donald Trump out of the White House. And also, because he's racist, and I want a bread line. That's my Bernie Sanders. Yeah. Ugh. Now I got a bad taste in my mouth. And, damn it, I'm dry. But yeah, I've seen it too, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, dude, Mark Hamill did the best Joker. Yes, he did the best voice Joker. He did the best Joker, period. But I still like the anarchist that is Heath Ledger's Joker. I wouldn't tap Amber Heard with a 50-foot measuring stick. Dude, I am hesitant to say that, so I won't. Yeah, Amber Heard, like I said, she's fucking hot. She's just a very evil person. And I think she also has mental issues as well. She might be bipolar. So it's kind of illegal to have sex with her anyway. But yeah, she's like, I love you and I need you. You don't, or see what you're missing? And it's like, bitch, you're fucking whoring out, or you do realize that people freaking will get a hold of anything you put on fucking line, and they will put that on shit like Spank Bang, Pornhub, X Hamster, and all that other shit. Which they did. You go to Spank Bang, look up Amber Heard. Found Pornhub, Amber Heard. Found any freaking reputable porn site or even disreputable porn site. You will find that video from Amber Heard, folks. Guarantee you. Hey, my girl is from Texas and Amber's from Texas. When I told her she was, or what she did, she said, or what she did, she said, or there, she, damn it. Hey, my girl is from Texas and Amber is from Texas. When I told her what she did, she said, there says she gives us Texas bitches a bad day. Yeah, well, I'm having a hard time processing that. Yeah. Will we find Busty Barbie? Let's kind of get off the porn subject right now. Folks, I mean, shit, I can name a few porn stars that I wouldn't mind tapping. Dana Vespoli, frickin' April O'Neil, not Amber Heard. Revoke her Texas card. Oh, that one was a good one, Soul Assassin. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm sorry about my autocorrect. My girl said she gets us Texas bitches a bad name. Okay, Junebug. That's cool. Yeah, trust me, Junebug. My autocorrect, dude, seriously, autocorrect is a fucking plague on my damn or on my Kindle, because there are people that like a tweet of mine and then I read it and it's like, oh my gosh. And it's all after like 35 fucking people like the damn tweet, I noticed the freaking thing. And it's like, oh crap. Now if I freaking erase it, it's just gonna look bad. But if I don't erase it, people are gonna think I'm an idiot. So what do I do? You know? I mean, I did a thing that I responded to people claiming, I think it was the Charlie's Angels thing. It's like, well, you said that you don't want us to watch these movies or whatever, and it accidentally said theologies. Hey, Orange Hat, did you ever see The Annoying Orange? No, I have not. But yeah, what is The Annoying Orange? But going back to the thing, it's like I put theologies instead of these movies. It put theologies instead of these movies. And it's like, oh my God, why would you fucking do that to me? So yeah, whenever I use my phone to text thing or whatever, which reminds me I should check something. There we go. Yes, please elaborate, Happy, while I am checking something. But yeah, we have a restaurant in my hometown called El Patron. My brother and sister's name is Tucker and Tasha. This text went to my mother. Hey, trash and fucker. Want something from LP3? What do you want? I'm sorry, Junebug, but that is hilarious, dude. Holy shit. Trash and fucker. Birds of Prey flocked in the box office. Margot Robbie should have her Harley Quinn film instead of being in that trash movie. Her own Harley Quinn. Yeah, you're right, man. It's an early 2000s cartoon web show that probably got murdered by COPPA. I'm glad it's probably dead. Well, I have not seen... Wait. The Annoying Orange. Was it like a stop motion thing with a kid with wacky orange hair that was always getting in trouble by his father, or getting smacked around by his dad and some shit? Is that what you're talking about, Happy? I'm trying to remember if that... I think that was probably it. Because if that is, I did hear of it. No, it's a good laugh. Look up the video of Bernie giving a speech and a tugboat with a Trump flag sails by blowing its horn. Hilarious. I'll look that up, man. Just a talking orange. Luckily, my mom has the best sense of humor ever, and she replies, well, that's nice of you to take trash and fucker out to dinner. I would like a chicken fajita to go. No, it was about talking fruit. Okay, it wasn't what I was thinking of then. Because a friend of mine from years back showed me the thing that I described, and I thought it was funny as hell. But yeah. So we've been going... I'm going to go for another 11 or 10 and a half minutes, folks. I like to kind of keep it on an even number this month. March is definitely going to hit me hard with finances and shit. I got to pay my phone bill twice this month because last month wasn't a 30-day phone bill thing. So now that I was also able to look up how much I had to pay or how much the phone bill charges, oh my gosh, man, when you have Straight Talk, they charge, it's like $38.60, $38.33, $38.30. Make up your mind, folks. But yeah. So I have to pay the same thing twice, once on the 1st and the other one on the 31st. And it's like, oh. I also am thinking about either getting the Alien Anthology on my Digital Movies Anywhere app or the Resident Evil movies. And all 6 of the Resident Evil movies are $80.94, or do I get the Alien franchise or the Alien movies, which are 65, I think. It's like $15, $15, $15, $15. 4 movies for $15, so it's around $60 for the Aliens movies. And the cool thing is, you can watch different versions of each of them when it comes to the Alien movies. You can watch the extended director's cut editions from 2003 and whatnot. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so I got 8 people in the chat. Always fun to have so many people. I hope you guys will start or tune in on Friday. That is going to be one hell of a live stream, I guarantee you. And if I happen to have to jump out in and out because of my stupid ass internet, you know what? We still got a bunch of people on the panel that will hold it while I'm in and whatnot. March is a busy month dealing with this coronavirus. It's crazy out here, dude. J God, we have our New York State recently just got confirmed coronavirus out for cases. One case was reported on by the governor, but it was until they already reported that the other cases were later confirmed. There's 2 cases there's a couple people in the hospital in Plattsburgh, which is like 5 towns over from me. And that's not good, man, because a lot of people who live in my town here in Tupper, some people go to Plattsburgh. So to any of the people who do live in Plattsburgh, if you guys ever do watch this live stream, stay safe, wash your damn hands. If you're sick in the hospital, much prayers out to you, because this coronavirus thing is scary. But you know what? I don't think it is as dangerous as everybody else is saying, because there have been fatalities, but there have also been, it's a case by case kind of thing, you know. And again, to my mother, I gave her money to go pick up some pizza. They gave us 10% off because we were loyal customers. They texted sweat because of auto connect when I meant to say sweet. Nice. And we all need to be safe and wash our hands and make sure they are sanitized. Indeed, Junebug, I wash my hands every day, like 6 times a day, depending on how many times you use the bathroom. Really. Be safe out there, and if you live there, I'm praying for all of you. Thing is, dude, I'm praying for most of the people in damn California, because they don't just got coronavirus. They got fucking Black Plague. They got the freaking bubonic plague. They got all sorts of shit. I mean, they got typhoid fever. Freaking California. And this is not against any of the people who I know live in California, but the state is being run into the ground, and it's just bad. Oh my gosh, Junebug, don't even get me started with the whole apocalypse thing. My landlady she's a religious person, and she's like, it's the plague that's coming. It's the plague that's coming. It's like, oh my gosh, woman. I mean, that's one. I'm not a very religious person, so I don't buy into the whole plague thing. I mean, because I do study some religion, and the plague that came, that is of the Bible, it wiped people out quickly, and it was indiscriminate. So yeah, I'm not really buying into the whole plague thing, because guess what? If it was a plague of biblical proportions, it would be killing everyone. That's just the facts, folks. And you all know what we say when we hear the word facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. Yeah. That's just another virus. We'll cure it eventually. Israel is actually on the fast track to doing that, Happy. Yeah. Israel caught a lucky break. in their Feldman in their coronavirus research. I can't wait for Corey Feldman's documentary March 9th. What channel is that showing, or when is it showing? Where is it showing? Junebug, source please. I'm a Christian, but what type of religious nonsense is ridiculous? Talking about some plague, it's excessive talk. Thing is, dude, I was baptized Catholic, so I could talk a little bit about religion here and there, but after I saw that there are too many parallels from the Christianic and Catholic, or Catholicism and Christianity, to ancient Greek religion, I kind of wondered why there was over 15 different parallels that I saw, and I didn't like the fact that I was noticing these things. It gave me a crisis of faith to the point where I believe now I haven't renounced faith. I basically just say I don't follow any Christian or Catholic doctrine. I do pray and whatnot, and sometimes I do pray using a Christian prayer, the Lord's Prayer, but I believe in a higher power. I just do not believe that I am meant to understand it. I believe in a God, but I don't believe in religion. I believe, like I said, Happy, I believe in a higher power. I just don't understand a higher power. Now, that's not to say that I have not had paranormal events occur in my life. I have seen the dark side of the Catholic religion. I have actually witnessed as a skeptic study an exorcism. And it was scary as hell. Literally. So yeah, I won't get into any more of that because I honestly do not feel bringing up such negative energy is a good idea. But yeah, if you guys really want, I mean, I've always had a thing for crosses. I find crosses fascinating. And for anybody who has seen The Fast and the Furious, yeah, I got the Toretto cross. And the cool thing is, the Toretto cross, it's pretty cool. It has the bottom that goes like this, that wiggles. It's pretty cool. And I got a couple ash pendants with crosses coming on coming on March 4th, which is pretty cool. I've always been fascinated with religious iconography. And yes, I have studied a little bit of demonology and whatnot. So yes, I do believe in the paranormal. I do believe in demonology. Like when I watch movies like The Conjuring and stuff that are based on freaking true stories, it scares the hell out of you because it's shit that potentially really happened. Family, exactly, Soul Assassin. The Toretto cross, I love it. I like it. I can't wear it because my neck is too freaking fat. But yeah, folks, I basically wrap the chain 3 times in the loop, so the chain is very small. But you know what? I'll do it on a live stream. I'll actually show you why I don't wear it. I just keep it next to my bed. There. So, ugh. It's also a rigid chain, which I'm not fond of when it comes to jewelry or anything like that. So, without further ado, yeah, this will not fit around my neck at all. Alrighty. Alright, actually it does, but it doesn't really hang very low. So I'm going to have to get a bigger chain because this one is small and I do kind of feel constricted with it on. So I am going to take it off. And I don't want to break the chain. But yeah. I have to leave and take my schizophrenia meds. Happy night to all. Have a good night. Happy. And oh shit, we're at the hour 30 mark, folks. So I am going to start cutting it short, folks. My mother, while stationed in Germany, visited the church when restoring the said she got a bad vibe from it. So she went to Romania. Off the bed. Have a good stream, buddy. Orange Hat Reviews. Thank you, Digital Pollution. You have a good night, sir. Yeah, dude. I'm thinking about getting the movie Curse of La Llorona. Later, Happy Dinosaur, Digital Pollution. But yeah, I am also going to start wrapping it up, folks, because I did want to keep it at round numbers, but now we're in the 1 hour 31 mark. But I'll still have enough juice for the Friday night live stream. But anyway, folks, yeah, I am going to wrap it up here. Thank you for joining me on this lovely little random night stream. And y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys would like to hear on the next current events or anything like that, because that is going to be a staple of my channel. I am going to be doing the whole current events thing a lot more often, possibly 3 times a month, possibly once a week. Basically sounds good, or once every couple weeks. I don't know. Basically, if I feel like doing it, I'll do it. But yeah, current events, folks, that is going to be another staple kind of thing of my channel, just like the 3-wave review and whatnot. So yeah, folks, the showgoer or moviegoer review is something that I do exclusively on my channel. And now we're also going to be doing current events kind of thing too. Anyway, folks, hope you all had a wonderful night. Y'all know, or I've already done the y'all know the drill thing. And I hope y'all have a good night. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Catch y'all on the next one. And yes. Have a good one, folks.